How do you continue to grow a business in a difficult economy?
Well, I think you're always trying to grow your business, whether it's a difficult economy or whether it's a good economy or a mediocre economy. So you're always trying to grow, because if you're not growing, you're dying, right? You're like a tree. A business is like a tree. It's either growing or dying. And so I think you always got to be looking to grow your business. And I think one of the things you want to make sure of is that you don't get caught in the we're in a recession and we got to buckle down and spending all your time on squeezing expenses. I think you should spend some time on it, maybe in a difficult economy more than another one, and make sure you got costs in mind. But as an entrepreneur or somebody running a business, you got to spend the vast majority of your time really on growth, and that's revenue growth. And so sometimes that will take investment, and don't cut corners where it's going to hurt your revenue.
And you talked a lot about how culture drives success. How do you build and foster a strong culture?
Well, I think the first thing is you got to define it, and really all the culture does or says is it answers the question of who are you. So you have to define yourself and your organization as who are you, not what you do, not the widgets that you sell or the services you provide, but really who are you, and once you know who you are, whether that means you're a company that has urgency. In our case, we talk a lot about awareness and making all of our team members, making sure they know they can have a high level awareness and are obsessed with finding better ways and have a high sense of urgency and care about the little things and the inches. Those are the kinds of things we use, and a lot of other companies use similar ones. But whatever it might be, it's really about defining it. And I think if you get in a room with your folks and your people, or if you're the leader that's just starting from scratch, if you define who you are and hold that, and it can evolve. You can keep adding things as to who you are. Then the what you sell that sits on top of it becomes a lot easier.
And then finally, you mentioned about the importance of people, and that it's not who does something, but rather what gets done. How do you instill that mentality in employees and then keep them motivated and focused on the core goals of the business?
Yeah, well, what we say there is really it's about the what, not the who. Now, that's a different concept, which is not the opposite, although it sounds like what I said. Earlier I said, defining who you are is your culture, right? But as far as in activity, as in action and ideas and in day-to-day stuff, decision making, it shouldn't be about the who as far as who the person is, the idea or the decision that comes out of whose mouth it comes out of. It should objectively be what is the best decision for the company. So it's the anti-politics, it's the anti-politician approach. In other words, you're going to make all decisions based on what is best for the business versus the senior vice president said this, or the boss said this, or the owner said this. If you really run a company that wants to benefit from the best thinking, it's going to throw away the who and say what is best. And it doesn't matter where the idea comes from, whether it's a brand new person or whether it's a receptionist or a janitor or it could even be the chairman or CEO. It doesn't matter. So everybody throws it all away and says, what is objectively best.